Let's see. This would be the title of the video is Indigo Angel and Missy Hill on James Rink Super Soldier Talk. You're looking much better, James. I'm glad to see you. You're doing your energy's up. That's great. That's why we're here. I experienced what you experienced, and I was experiencing higher energies in you, and because of if I don't stop and then put something on this video at the time that I experience it, because I'm experiencing what you're experiencing, and it lifts my spirit, obviously, to experience what you're sharing, and it's like it's the way that learning speed works and cellular communication across the 15D DH12 cathode grid. And so when I was experiencing what you were talking about with her, and the Indigo Angel talked about the instability. That's when I stopped the video. So I haven't finished watching it. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna say something about that right now. So I thought, because otherwise I won't do this video. I'll just forget to do it. That's a speed function. And she mentioned about I've shared the videos. It's called crashing programs. It runs on limited memory, which is limited bandwidth, right? And so when there's instability, and I've covered this before on Manawaya, the speed at which we can recover as teams, cathode grid teams, on Manawaya, the core still point of a Chi vacuum. I hear the echo. It's always there. I hear the compressor. Shh, okay. The still point of a Chi vacuum. Yeah, God source eternal, the eternal life force field. Breathing pure, eternal, absolute love to protect all sentient life forms. And balance. So that's my job. That's what I do. Okay, is to restore balance and the speed at which we're able to do that. So that's why a lot of the videos that I've shared over the last couple weeks is sharing the symptoms, what I call symptoms. Like, for example, this morning, my circuits are clear, even though I woke up with a little bit of pain in my upper right quadrant. And then I do energetic breathing exercise, it's gone. It's just gone. I clear it, and I'm back to experiencing perfect balance between the electric and the magnetic, because my consciousness as oversoul, as over unity, is naturally in a state of harmonic resonance of balance, perfect atmospheric balance, equal sharing, equal distance from the center point of an eternal cell, the first atom, the eternal seed atom, the first pressure phase, the crystal wave, the crystal heart. Kira Sheyaya. And so that I'm happy. That made me feel really happy, particularly to see you, James. That makes me feel really good. And of course, I've been sending all of you that participated in the Super Soldier program, many when I first became aware of listening to what you've been through, what you've experienced. That's why we're here. Okay, and so that was great to see you again, James. I hadn't seen you for a while, so it was great to see how you're doing. Yeah, I saw a smile on your face, and that was a genuine, authentic smile. The energy doesn't lie. I know. So yeah, stability. That's what it is. 90 degrees on the vertical, 90 degrees on the horizontal, and adjusting the speed. The torque speed difference, displacement of water. Fire and water, fire and ice. Ita Oshaleaya. And holding the balance. That's called a check gauge. All right, which is checkmate, as in the silver gold mated one. Silver corded, golden fire, golden balance. Holding the keys, the key codes, the right key codes, the right spin codes, The crystal code, the Christic code, the Christic spiral. The Chris code is the know me seed, which is know my code. That's called a homing signal to the primal sound and light field. I'm always at home. I'm on a way. So anyway, I wanted to make sure that I had an opportunity to put this up before now I lay me down to sleep, because I usually conk out around 9 p.m. Hawaiian time, and but who knows? I could wake up at 10 minutes after an hour if I look at the clock, and right on time. There's the moon, and there's my rainbow, the rainbow shine. You know, so the moon is in a comfort zone protection, rainbow aurora protection. Sei porta. Then are crystal rainbows, right? And that's why we're here. Is because the files are so vast, and I could go on and on and on and on. I'm not going to do that. This is your moment, James. For those that are in the Super Soldier program, all life, every living life form, every living cell that has or ever will be, is sacred in the eye of the first eye, the first camera eye, first light, first rays of light, pure, eternal, absolute love. That's the one I serve. To protect all life forms. And so that shield and that protection is what love is. Eternal love is eternal protection, which is an eternal source of energy. That's an eternal shield. That's an eternal spiral. Yeah, and so that's an eternal blessing, which is an eternal gift. So we naturally share that gift with all life forms. So now all life forms are experiencing the core, and that's the law. That's the law of genetic engineering. And so every living cell, every living life form is entitled by their inherent birthright to experience the first one, the first spiral, the first rays of light, to experience being loved. That's what heals us all equally. The equal sign, the first sign of life, the homing signal. The Nomi seed, the homing signal. Home base. I'm always at home, and that's the still point of G vacuum. So, Moaveaya, Zalukaleaya, Itaoshaledi, to you, all of you, and all of you super soldiers. And thank you for putting that up, James Rank. And the guests that you had on there to share the truth. Maintaining balance, restoring balance, and the speed at which we're able to do that as these systems are crashing. Yeah. That's what happens when the shields go up. The strength of the Trion shield. Right? Now we're breathing better tones. Now we're feeling better. Because now we're experiencing source light. And that changes the electrodynamics. That's living eternal consciousness energy. That's the core. That's as good as it gets. That's as pure as it gets. That's the eternal spirit of fire. That's the one I serve. Amano. So have a good night, wherever you happen to be. A beloved. Muaveaya.